And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Washington Wizards at Capital One Arena with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talent. Well, you look at Henderson, a fantastic start to his NBA career. Third in the Rookie of the Year race. This guy should be a special player for a very long time.
And I credit his character and his confidence for getting him to that third. Spot in the Rookie of the Year rankings.
Well, let's be real. The getting to know you phase is over. So I'm interested to see if opponents start to figure him out in the second half of this year.
A look at the Pelicans starting group. Barnes is out there with Charles Bassey. And it's Marks in at the 3 spot. And for Washington, they've got Keyshawn George. And it's Johnson in at the 2. Well, we always hear about the rookie wall, Grant. But some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting. But some guys will be able to break through that wall.
Here's King, following the score by Washington. Flanders passes to Bassey. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Flanders' shot is good.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Here's May. Really played well against the Clippers in his last game. George outside. Washington needs to get off a shot. Here's May. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's New Orleans now. It's a 3-point game. Barnes with a screen on Johnson. Flanders passes to Bassey. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Johnson with a bucket.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's King. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. Flanders can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's May. What a terrific move that is. May's got 5.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Marks, 15 in his last outing. There's a screen by Bassey. Driving inside.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
There's a screen. Here's May. He buries it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Flanders. Shoots over Johnson. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Assist from Scotty.
Wizards leading by 6. And while they struggle to win games, the Wizards are focused on achieving what they call smaller wins, Doris.
B.A., I think this is an incredibly smart approach for this reason. You do not have enough yet talent and experience combined to win in the NBA. So you have to look for the positives as you try to develop your program, which means draft well. Player development is absolutely critical, and your ability to celebrate those smaller wins means you're making progress.
And here are the Pelicans now. The Wizards making their last shot. The offensive rebound. Barnes with a screen on Johnson. To the middle. Tries again. Barnes, it's good.
We know Scotty Barnes will embrace the physicality. That score is about concentration.
Here's May. Give him 8. Pass to Augman. Here's May. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
They've come out hot. I mean, really hot. Perfect from the field thus far.
Time call here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 6. Pass to May. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Henderson.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Flanders passes to Henderson. Here's Blackman. Here's King. No points so far. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Pass to Johnson.
Switch.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the game now. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Here's King. To the wing, right side. Blackman. No good on the triple.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Inside.
New Orleans foul. Blackman. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to George. Outside Johnson. Here's May. Launches a 3, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
But you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Here's Peters. And a nice finish on the layup.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Washington leading by 9. Here's the pick, and they call an illegal screen here. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Hornets. They've come down in the rankings a little, landing in the 5th spot for now.
When I look at New Orleans, they have stayed in the same spot basically all season. But you get the sense they want to move the needle more. We'll see if they'll be able to do this moving forward.
Here's Flanders. 6 points for him. Here's King. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Pelicans making a change here. With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. The Pelicans, number 1.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
Here's Johnson. Give him 8. Pass to May. Washington moving the ball around. And there's a pick. 6 on the shot clock. George's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Outside Vanderbilt.
Pass to Flanders. From deep. Knocks down the long J. Flanders has got 9.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
And here's Johnson. From downtown. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. And the Wizards lead by 6.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's King. 23 points his last outing. And another one falls for New Orleans.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's May. He's got 13. Here's Johnson. And another basket for Washington.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
New Orleans calls timeout, and Washington making a change here. Here's a look at some stats for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Flanders. The 3 is up. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Johnson inside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back. And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Pass to Johnson. Deflected! And here's the fast break. Here's King. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. King's got 8.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Johnson. Pulls up, high post. It's good. He's got 12.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Pass to Ellis. Out to the wing. Vanderbilt, the pass to King. Over to the left wing, all alone, and the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
I just love the ball movement.
Now here's Johnson. He's closely guarded. Beyond the arc. Bassey pulls it in. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on an 18.
Assisted by
a savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. To the inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
first personal
Washington shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
at the line.
And the second free throw is good. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter here. King, the pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Bassey. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. King hits the three-pointer. King's got 13.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Count that one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The Pelicans lead by 3. King, the pass to Flanders. Let's go with a three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
We've also seen...
On the court.
And here's New Orleans now, leading by 5. And for the Pelicans, Henderson out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Blackman in at the 3. King gets the bucket.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Washington's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's May. He's got 13. Pass to Augman. The 3. He drops it from range.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Blackman. The rebound by the Wizards. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of New Orleans this year. Out left to the wing. Outside Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 4-3. And King pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pass to Marks. And here's Barnes. Henderson for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. May's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Augman. Inside. Here's Johnson. Tipped. Pass to King. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And that one good.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
New Orleans leading by 4. Kicks it out to Barnes. Buzelis grabs the board.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Augman from behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Augman's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Barnes a screen. Here's Marks. Yet to see a basket. Barnes a screen. Goes up at the elbow. Here's King. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Washington making a change here. George is checked in. And let's take a look. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They've made it look simple. Well-designed game plan, and the execution has been near flawless.
Yeah, that locker room is feeling good right now, I'll tell you that.
It's time now to take a look at how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
I don't put stock in the voting at this point. I could be blindfolded and tell you who's up there.
Yeah, and then on the outside looking in, you have a few guys on the bubble who haven't made their moves yet. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. New Orleans leading by 8. They've got Johnson, and it's George in at the 3. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Washington has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Here's May. The kick out to Johnson. Here's the 3. And King pulls it down. King's got 4 rebounds now.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Right side Johnson. A little mid-range shot is up. And that one's good. Johnson's got 19 points.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Pass to King. Here's Flanders. And he drives in. Here's Marks. Offline with a 3.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's May. He's got 15. To the middle. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Marks. George defending. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. That 3's off the mark. The Wizards trail by 10. Doris, you really got to love Scotty Barnes' infectious positive attitude.
B.A., those players that bring joy every single night to their craft, it absolutely permeates the rest of the roster. Not only is Scotty incredibly talented on both ends of the floor, but he's all about team, and he's trying to win, and those attributes absolutely affect the guys around him.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Flanders, covered by Johnson. It's stolen by Johnson. To the paint. Kicks it to George. Here's May. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Here's Flanders. on track. It's rebounded by Washington. May's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Augman. George is screen on Barnes. Augman. And again, it's Washington.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Here's Marks. Now here's Barnes. Here's King. 22 points for him. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 3. And again, New Orleans no good.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Here's Augman. And again, Washington with a triple.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Washington trailing. Here's May. 15 points in the game. Defended by Bassie. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's King. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. More teams are playing 5 out now, Doris. So if you're coaching, is that a system you'd run?
It is, BA, because so many players come into the league highly skilled. If you are a 3-tool player, meaning you can shoot it, deck it, and pass it, and you've got 5 guys like that, look out. It is so hard to guard. This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Johnson. Intercepted. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's King. He's got 24. Henderson outside. There's the triple. They get it back. Here's Blackman. The 3 is up. Here's King. And finally, they hit one. King's got 4 points in the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Augman. Here's May. He's guarded by Ellis. Johnson for 3. Ellis with a rebound. New Orleans leading by 6. Here's King. He's got 26. Down low. Here's Peters. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Washington. And so George will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Pass to May to stop the run. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Ellis outside for 3. The shot won't fall.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Augman, defended by Henderson. Fades. Augman can't get it to go.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Here's King. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. There's a screen. Clock at 4. Pass to Peters. Back to Ellis. From outside the arc. Buries it from 3. Ellis has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, creating offense for others, challenging the heart of the defense, get into the teeth, and then spot the open shooter.
Time to go courtside and hear what's going on with Scotty Barnes. Allie, what have you heard?
Well, the head athletic trainer for the Pelicans provided some information. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle, and they're hoping that the swelling will go down. The current expectation is he will be able to make a full recovery in a short amount of time. And guys, I'm told he will be able to play if necessary.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Henderson hits them both. Here's May. He's got 18, an 8-point differential. Pass to Augman. Floats one up, and it's good on the layup. Augman's got 18 points in the game.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Here's King. 26 points for him. And again, New Orleans no good. And here's George. Pass to May. It's hauled in by New Orleans. King's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now here's Claxton. King, the pass to Flanders. No good on the 3. George peels it out a bit. Here's May. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. And now just a 3-point New Orleans lead.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Pass to Marks. Launches it. And he can't get that one.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Here's May. He's got 21. Buzelis' shot is good.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's King. Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Augman. 18 points for him. Here's May. Second shot opportunity. And again, it's Washington.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Here's Flanders. He's got 18. Pass to King. Screen by Claxton. 19-footer. King gets the bucket. King's got 28.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. The Wizards making a switch here. Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. Taking a look at New Orleans, they're way down there in the conference, but still optimistic they can turn it around.
Seeing where the Pelicans are, sometimes it looks like they just want the season to end. I mean, it's been one struggle after another all year, and they're really not appearing to have any fun out there, too.
And when that happens, the talk is already about what's going to change in the offseason. And the way things have gone, there's going to be plenty of that. With his skill from the mid-range area, that's money.
Flanders passes to Henderson. They set the screen. Here's Marks. 9 points in the game.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The floater. Yep, that one's good. And the Wizards lead by 2. 19 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's King. And he's got 28 now. Pass to Marks. Takes a three. No luck on that one. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of three. It's the Wizards up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Scotty Barnes, and it's Blackman in at the small forward. Now Barnes. Pass to Flanders. Here's Garrett. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Flanders passes to Henderson. Here's Flanders. Jacks up a 3. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Outside Johnson from the arc. Ellis with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 3. And it's King missing. Here's May. To the paint. Here's Augman. Shot from the low post is good. Augman's got 20.
He's been red hot. It's like one of those days when it seems like he can't miss.
And his shooting is the only reason this game is as close as it is. He's been Mr. Reliable offensively.
Pass to Flanders. To the middle. Stolen. Outside Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. Augman can't get it to go.
Mr. Bunny, those are the shots you've got to convert.
Here's King. Henderson with a screen on George. Henderson right side. Shot clock at 6. Nice touch on the bank shot.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Right side Johnson. Pass to George. Here's May. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's King. Ellis outside. And here's Henderson. The shot off that time.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Outside Johnson. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Here's King. And he's going for the lob. Here's May, defended by Henderson.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to May. Here's Augman. No good with the triple. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Flanders. George defending. Flanders passes to King. Ellis outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Flanders. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple. Flanders has got 6 here in the quarter.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pass to Augman. Outside Johnson. The shot from 20 feet out. Augman can't get it to go.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Here's King. Here's Flanders. Pulls the trigger. George is there for the rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Right side Johnson. From deep. Oh, the shot is off. Pelicans trail by 5. The Pelicans call timeout.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Pelicans coach going over their plan during the last break. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, "Hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end." Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Oh, he missed the jumper.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
And he nails it. And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Oh, touches it off the glass.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
Washington leading by 6. It's stolen. George with the block. So George will bring it up for Washington. They've led by as many as 11. Buries it from outside.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
There's a minute 26 left to play in the fourth. Lays it in easily. And for the Wizards, they're shooting 56% today. Clock at 6. Here's May. He fires from 18. Oh, he can't hit it.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
George fires. The three is in.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bucket is good!
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Here's King. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Knocked loose. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.